Okay, so reading the title of this video, you're probably like, how does someone lose their lunch plate? Till this day, I am still haunted by this big embarrassment. Just to get things clear, this happened a long time ago. I was in the 4th grade, so this was probably like 13 years ago, okay? Don't laugh at me. But I lost my lunch plate. And to this day, losing my lunch plate in the 4th grade has haunted me forever. So it's literally like 2:03 in the morning. I don't sleep, so I thought I might as well go on and film this video. I was probably 8, 9, maybe 7, probably like 8 or 9, in between there. I used to hate going to breakfast because you walk in the cafeteria, it's early in the morning, and everybody's just looking at you like, and I'm like, okay, but yeah. So I gave the lady my lunch note. I went to go sit down. Everybody was staring at me again. That's what made it even more embarrassing. Everybody was already looking at me, so I was nervous. I was like, oh gosh. So I didn't know where to sit. I was nervous because everybody was staring at me, so I just decided to sit at it was a table. Okay, it's like, you know how all the tables look the same? It's like rows. It was somewhere in between, in the middle of the cafeteria. I didn't want to sit in the front, but I didn't want to sit in the back. So I chose like a table in the middle of the cafeteria. I sat down, and then I realized that I was missing my fork. And I was sitting there like, oh man, I have to get right back up to go get a fork, and everybody's gonna be staring at me again. So I'm like, oh my gosh, my heart is beating. And like back then, I was really shy. I was really shy, like, oh. Anyways, I realized I forgot my fork, so I was scared to get up to go get my fork, but I did it anyways. Once I got up, everybody was staring at me once again. So I go up and I got my fork, and as I'm walking back, people are staring at me once again. I was walking back to the table, and I stopped halfway and realized that I forgot where I was sitting. This was so embarrassing. Everybody was already staring at me, and I had to go back up and get a fork. And when I was coming back, they were staring at me again. And then I'm just standing there looking like a straight fool because I don't know where to go because I forgot where I was sitting. So I'm just standing there with a fork in my hand. Everybody's looking at me like, what is going on? What is she doing? Just standing there with a fork in her hand. I start walking around the cafeteria looking like a straight fool with a fork in my hand while everybody's staring at me. This was so embarrassing. Like, oh my god. This was so embarrassing. I was just walking around trying to see, okay, did I sit over here? Because you know, all of the tables back then, like to a 4th grader, they all look the same. And like I said, I just sat anywhere. I didn't pay attention to exactly where I was sitting. So yeah, I'm just walking around looking for my table, and I didn't find it. I probably was walking around the cafeteria for about 2 whole minutes. I was just walking around the cafeteria like a fool, looking for my tray. Everybody staring at me. Like, I'm thinking, okay, did somebody steal my food? Or like, I don't know. I didn't know what to think. So I had my fork in my hand. I walked back up to the lady that you give your lunch timer to, and I said, excuse me, but I lost my plate, and the look on this lady's face was like, are you serious? But you know what? I kind of think that she was thinking that I was lying or something. Like, oh, I ate all my food and I'm trying to get extra food or something. I don't know, but she looked like she was in shock. Like, you lost your plate? And I told her I don't know. I was like, yes, I lost my plate. I don't know where it is. I don't know. After I tell her I lose my plate, she goes to the back room where the cooks are. And then she comes back out with another lady and she just tells me, okay, well, we're gonna give you another plate. So I'm like, whew, okay, I'm in the clear. So they give me another plate. I get my napkin. I had my fork this time and I got another orange juice. So I go and sit down. Right when I sit down, I just hear some laughing. So I look to my right. It's this group of 3 girls. Like, the girls, they were just laughing. Like, just laughing. And I'm like, what are they laughing at? What's so funny? I ignored it and I just started eating my food, just minding my own business. And one of the girls called me like, psst, psst, hey. I'm like, huh? Okay. Don't pay it any mind. Continue to eat my food. Psst, hey, Pristiny. Hey Pristiny. She's calling my name. Hey, Pristiny. Psst, hey, Pristiny. So I look. The 3 girls were sitting there pointing at my tray. And I was like, are you serious? I don't know what happened. I don't know. All I remember is I got up and I went to go get a fork. I came back. I couldn't find my tray. When I sit down, girls are laughing at me, pointing at my tray. And to make it worse, the first time I couldn't find exactly where I was sitting, but after I got my second tray, I sat down at the exact same table where my tray was, but it was all the way at the end of the table, and they were pointing at it. It was so embarrassing. Everybody was looking at me, and they told me, they pointed at my tray. I was like, like, they're laughing, and I'm like, so it gets everybody attention in the cafeteria. Everybody just is looking like, and I'm like, oh my god. So I have to leave my new tray, go get the old tray while everybody is laughing at me. I get the tray and I didn't know what to do with it. I wasn't gonna eat 2 trays of food. So I walked right back up to the lady that you give your lunch number to, and I was like, I found my tray. And the look on her face, I will never forget the look on her face. She was mad. The look on her face was like, are you serious? And like, she had a dirty look on her face too, like, I just gave you a new tray and now you find the old tray. It was so embarrassing. Everybody was laughing at me. Every time I went in there to eat breakfast, I thought about that. But you know what? I made sure I had my napkin, I had my fork, I had anything that I needed so I wouldn't have to get back up. So yeah, that's like one of my most embarrassing moments in my life. I still think about it today, but you know what? I had to get this off my chest. I hope that you all enjoyed laughing at this crazy story. You know, we all have crazy stories that happen to us when we were little. So I would like some of you to leave a comment down below and let me know some of your crazy, embarrassing moments that happened to you while you were in school. But yeah, make sure you follow me on social media, on my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I have a Facebook, but I don't really use it. And yeah, I'll put my social media somewhere on the screen here. I have so many crazy stories. This is my first story time, and this will not be the last because I have so many other crazy stories I have. So yeah, my life is like a lifetime movie. So but yeah, make sure you subscribe subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.